A big hey howdy hey to all y'all at Vacation Bible School. Cletus T. Barfield III at your service. I bet y'all wondering why and how am I here talking at you at VBS. Well, I gotta tell you, it's nothing short of amazing. I know, right? Well, my best friend Francisco, see, he's a real smart fella, and he's been helping me fix up my car. See, I'm a bit of a race car driver, and I'm pretty good at turning wrenches. But I needed some help to, how you kids say it, take it to the next level. That's right. Well, anyways, see, I'm trying to get into NASCAR, but I'm struggling something fierce trying to keep up with the big boys. Even blew up my beloved Juanita on the backstretch of Darlington. Rest in peace, Juanita. Well, I guess that's what happens when I'm trying to go 180 miles an hour in a 1974 AMC Gremlin. Anyway, so I turned to my best friend Francisco. I just like saying his name. Francisco. Well, we was just gonna work on some minor modifications on old Juanita too. Put in a supercharger, electronics and such. But he done something else that took us both on a fandangled adventure across time and space itself into the past. Well, listen to me. I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even introduced you to my best buddy Francisco.
Hola, everyone.
Oh man, Francisco's just being modest. He really is a crazy smart dude, but he's just excited about me telling y'all about our experience. To tell you the truth, we're not sure if it was real or if it's just our imagination, so good thing we had this here dash camera running. Let's see what it picked up. Oh man, Francisco, I don't know what you done to Juanita too, but looks like we're heading off the track. Oh my goodness. I don't know where we are, but at least we made it here safe. Hey Francisco, can you grab this here camera?
Sí.
Excuse me, mister. My name's Cletus. I'm kinda new to these here parts. Can you tell us where we are and what's your name?
East of Eden. The name's Cain.
Wait, did you say Cain? As in, son of Adam and Eve and brother of Abel? That Cain?
Yeah, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention my little brother's name around me. That little sheepkeeper's been making my life miserable lately.
How so, Cain?
Let's just say I'm not the Lord's favorite these days. He doesn't seem to like my offering, but boy does he like my brother's. It just makes me so mad I could... Let's just say it makes me want to do bad things.
Señor, you must not let your anger get the best of you. You must speak to the Lord immediately and ask for forgiveness before this becomes sin and you do something you really regret.
Sounds like somebody's been eavesdropping on what God has been telling me. I didn't want to hear it from him, and I don't want to hear it from you. Why don't you two head out before I do something I regret? To you.
All right, Francisco. I reckon we need to be heading on back home.
Sí.
Well, we ain't in the garden no more, but we sure ain't home neither. And what is that over there? A boat?
It sure looks like it, Cletus. Let's talk to this lady over here.
Excuse me, ma'am. My friend and I are new here, and we were wondering, is that a boat over there?
Ah, hey, fellas. The name's Karen, by the way. Oh, yeah, that is a boat. See, this guy Noah says God told him there's gonna be a wicked huge flood.
Oh, man. So that's Noah's Ark?
Oh, yeah, that's what he calls it. An ark. Anyways, he's been preaching righteousness and building that monstrosity, and all we want to do is live our lives and do our own thing, you know?
No. What do you mean, Karen?
See, it's like when my boyfriend Diego sees something he likes. like our neighbor's donkey. He just takes it.
Well, what happens when your neighbor finds out?
Well, that's easy. Diego will just take care of him, too.
Oh my, Karen. You're not referring to physical violence, are you?
Well, aren't you all sounding just like that do-gooder Noah? Maybe I should call Diego over here and have him take care of yous, too.
No, Senora. I do not believe that will be necessary. Cletus, let us, how do you say, skedaddle out of here?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Francisco. Back to Juanita, too. Maybe we can make it all the way home this time. Woo-wee! Oh man, Francisco, we ain't got home this time neither. Well, let's just see where Juanita's done brought us to this time.
Look, Cletus, here comes someone that looks important.
Howdy, sir. My friend and I are new to town, so to speak, and we were wondering just where this here is.
Well, tell Jimmy, if he doesn't deliver the next order of brick and bitumen by tomorrow, I'm going with someone else. Oh, hey, sorry, you were saying?
Hola, senor. My friend and I were wondering as to the name of this city.
Hola, senor. You must be from out of town. Everyone here speaks one language with the same words. Weird. Anyway, you are standing in the soon-to-be famous City of Babel.
As in, the Tower of Babel?
Oh, you've already heard about my project then, have you?
Your project?
Yes, my name is Carl Bossman, but my friends call me Boss Man. Anyway, my crew and I have been hired to build this tower with a top that reaches to the heavens.
That seems like a mighty tall order. You up for it? And say, is that a cell phone?
What's a cell phone? No, this is my hand tablet.
Pardon me, senor. Before my friend distracted you, you were speaking of the city?
Yeah, see? We've already been hard at work, making bricks and building this city, and you see all around you. I personally thought they should have built a series of towers and called them Babel Towers. You know, with maybe a casino, a lookout tower, a couple of restaurants, a theme park maybe. But the townsfolk, they just want a city with the one really big tower. The people say they will make a name for themselves. Well, all I know is it's good work. Better than you can normally get in the land of Shinar.
Well, good luck with that, bossman.
All right, Francisco. I reckon we need to be heading on back home.
See.
I sure hope we can make it all the way back home this time. Yeah. Well, kids, I'd like to say we made it all the way back on the last trip, but Francisco and I made a few more stops along the way before making it back. Y'all just have to come back tomorrow to see where else we stopped, because there's a couple of doozies for sure.
Cletus, do you think it will be good to talk about some of the things that we observed tonight?
That's a great idea, Francisco. Would you like to start us off?
I would be honored. See, kids, I do not know if you noticed it, but in our 3 adventures today, you were able to see at least 3 different types of sin. These are sins that still affects people today. Those sins are anger, jealousy, and pride, and there are many others. With Cain outside the garden, you could clearly see that Cain was overcome with anger. Anger and jealousy against his brother, anger against God. And that anger overcame Cain so much that he killed his brother Abel.
With Karen near Noah's Ark, her and her boyfriend Diego didn't have a problem seeing other folks' stuff, wanting other folks' stuff, and even taking other folks' stuff.
That's not to mention how Karen said Diego would take care of the others who stood on their way. And lastly, with Bossman in the city of Babel, both he and the townspeople were so very prideful, trying to make a name for themselves by building the city and the tower, instead of obeying God.
That's right, Francisco. See, kids, sin can take a lot of shapes and look a lot of different ways, but the Bible tells us that we are all guilty of it, and this sin separates us from God, and if it's not taken care of, The penalty of sin is death.
See, Cletus? And what you learned today in your lesson is that Jesus is the only way sin can truly be taken care of and we can be reconciled to God.
Woo-wee! I don't know about you, but talking about Jesus gets me and Francisco wound up. But y'all got a whole mess of VBS ahead of y'all.
See, you will have a chance today to hear more about how Jesus is the only cure for sin and the only way for those who believe in Him to be reconciled with God forever.
And then y'all have to come back here tomorrow to see what kind of mess Francisco and I get into. Well, we'll see y'all later.
Adios.